So after that, it taught me I could actually set up a show on my own and run it and get everything, from promoting to booking a DJ to everything. I could do that all on my own. I didn't need the artist showcase. So with that, I put out another little small EP May of 2016, and by this time I'm working in a warehouse in Electrolux, night shift. So during the day I'm really sleeping a little bit and then writing, and then going to work at night, and then on the weekend I'm off, so I'm going to the studio recording or whatever, or I'm going out of town to do a show. Like that was just my schedule from I say May of 2016 till about November, December of 2016. Like at least once a month I was going out of town or going out of state just to do a little show. I would, some of the shows was free just off the people, hey, I'm reaching out trying to, get my feet wet in your area, and they fucking with the music. Like, yeah, you can come through and do, 2 or 3 songs for free. Like it's off the love, it's your, you know what I'm saying? So I was developing that, and then at the same time I had dropped my next project May, which was called Change for $1 EP, and it was just 4 tracks for basically $1 for the whole project. Like each track was 25 cents. And I know it sounds crazy. People like, oh, how the fuck was you gonna make money if the fucking project was $1? But it wasn't more so about the money at that point. It was just okay. In February I figured out how to put a show together. So let me see if I'm able to sell, like if I know how to sell. Like before, all my projects was just being free on that piff or whatever. This project was actually gonna be on Spotify. It was gonna be on iTunes. It was gonna be on Tidal. It was gonna be on Bandcamp. Even if I had it to the point where I was so ill with it that if you had $1, like I'm out promoting face to face. If you had $1 bill or 4 quarters or whatever, you can get that to me, and I'm gonna take your email. I'm gonna email you the whole thing right there. You gonna get the cover. You gonna get the 4 tracks. You gonna get a thank you letter from me in the email. Like that's how I was doing it, and it turned out pretty good. Like I'll be at the warehouse on my break, overnight, and I check, my phone, and I have notifications from PayPal. Like, granted, it'd be, 6 or 7 notifications, and that's only $6 or $7 when the project is $1. But just the fact that I had people that was willing to support, that I had never met. I was doing, online radio interviews, just really promoting and pushing the project heavy, and it taught me a lot. Even to this day, like a project that I put out 2 years ago for $1, I still make money every month just off the streams of it. So that's just a blessing in itself, man. And it taught me not only can I, put together shows, but I can now sell music, bro. Like I'm doing what I want to do. Like I'm slowly turning that hobby into a career. Now don't get me wrong, it wasn't like I was just balling and I was making $1,500 a month off the single sales or off the project sales, but I was getting my feet wet. So I was just hustling, doing little shows out of state up until November, December of 2016. And at this time, I'm recording my album. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put out a real full-length project. Like I gave you a 4-track EP, but you need more. You see what I'm saying? I hadn't put out no music since May of 2016. So by November, December, January of 2017, I'm recording for my, my debut street album, While You Wait, which dropped February of 2017. And off of this album, I was able to not only sell the album for $9.99 standard price, but I was also able to set up my own independent tour off of my album. And how I did that was just basically reaching out to different venues, different cities, different people, just making connections, networking, trying to get my foot in the door. Like, hey, I'm putting together a tour, like sending over the music. First of all, you're going to have dope music. I will say that. That's the key, first of all. If they not going to fuck with your music, then they're not going to fuck with you. So I was able to set up a tour called the While You Wait Tour, and it took me from Tennessee. I did shows in Jackson, Mississippi, Louisville, Kentucky. I came down to South Florida to promote it. I was in Alabama promoting it. It just allowed me to get everywhere, man. Like it wasn't a big 20 city tour. It was probably only 7 or 8 dates or whatever. But it just the fact that I was able to put it together myself, knowing where I came from a year and a half ago, paying for shows, and now I'm actually getting paid for shows, and it was just a blessing, man. Even just sitting back thinking on it now, like I know it's been a year since that project dropped, and I've developed and grown so much more. But it's just a blessing looking at how you started versus where I'm at right now. So at this time, While You Wait has dropped. And to date, it actually has had over 150 streams worldwide. Like, just shout out to everybody that supported that and that's been keeping that in their playlist. Like, I appreciate it. If you haven't checked it out, go do so, man. Even after you watch this video, it's on YouTube. If you just type in Dee Wild While You Wait. But I was able to not only make money from the sales and the streams of the music, but just from the tour alone. Like, every show wasn't a paid show. Like, I was gonna get broke off, right when I got there. But I was still registering the shows with my performance rights organization, which I'll get into that in another episode. So I was able to get the back end money too for my performances. And it taught me that you are now a fully functioning brand. Like, this is the music game. You put out music, you perform that music, you eat off the performances, but you also make sure everything is registered and coded the right way so you can get your back end money too. And that's basically where I'm at in this point. I've put out several singles in 2017 since While You Wait dropped in what was it, May? No, matter of fact, it was July 4th. I dropped a single, We Started With Nothing. Just, a feel-good summertime record, and that's what I was on at the time. Like, anybody who was on my social media, you kept seeing like hashtag We Started With Nothing, or, just inspiring people, because I feel like we all started with nothing. No matter where you at in your situation, everybody didn't, we wasn't spoon-fed. Like, we really got it out the mud, out the gutter. We started with nothing. And that record was moving so well, I was able to come down to South Florida and promote it, do a couple of interviews, get in a few radio stations, rotations, both satellite, online. And that single, over 100,000 streams, actually in like 3-4 months, to be real with you. And that's when I knew, hey, I could really do something. So from there, October, I dropped another single. November, I dropped another single. December, I was dropping freestyles. I was dropping, what I'm saying? Like, just every video, every single I was putting up was hitting 10,000 streams, first week, first 2 weeks. Videos just taking off on YouTube just like that. So as long as there's a demand for it and people is consistently checking in for you, you gotta give them what they want. If you wait forever and I gotta make sure this is right or this is right or the time, and people gonna forget about your ass, man. You got all this dope music. Stop waiting to put that shit out. Like, just drop it. Nobody know who you are for real yet. It's not like you Nicki Minaj or Drake or Kendrick, anybody who every move is dictated. No. Like, while you small, while you starting off, drop that shit, bro. Like, the more hot content you have out, the better. Even if somebody, they just now get hooked on you on this one song, you don't think they gonna want to go back and see, what else they got? And if you got all this other dope ass music, then shit, there you go. You got a new fan. They done fell in love with your new shit, your old shit, everything. So that's where I'm at. Right. As a matter of fact, today, February 14th, 2018, I just dropped my second EP this month called Chocolate Covered Strawberries. And it's really just a blessing just to see, even in this storytelling, how far I've come each year. From 2 years ago setting up my own show, but getting finessed on the back end money, to last year dropping my, debut album and able to, set up a tour and work that, to even now I dropped a 2-piece spicy February 3rd. I dropped Chocolate Covered Strawberries today, and a tour is coming soon. Don't worry, we setting it up now. We finna run through South Florida like never before. and it's just a blessing, man. To date, I want to say we're over 500,000 streams. I don't have the exact number right now. I was checking the numbers last night, but we over 500,000 streams on Spotify. Just not just for me as an artist, but my label, my brand, February's Finest. My artist VK Tunage, who is also my engineer and producer. I just signed another dope ass producer named XUL out of Orlando. And to date, we over 500,000 streams on Spotify, over 100,000 streams on Tidal, we're not over 100,000 streams on iTunes, but we're getting close to that 100,000 mark. I say we at like 92, 93K right now. We at 100,000 streams on Spotify. Like I said in the last episode, the sound scan coming in, sound exchange coming in, the BMI checks is coming in, the publishing checks is coming in. So I know I'm not the biggest name. I don't never want to be the biggest name in music, to be honest with you. I just wanted to be able to feed my family and live, in the underground off my music, which I'm not where I want to be yet by any means. It's still a long journey. I'm still putting in that work every day. But I just wanted to show y'all how far I've come and where I'm at now. So you're not just getting videos from this random crazy nigga like, oh, he don't know what he talking about. Like, nah, I've been through it. My come up is documented. You know what I'm saying? You can check out my Instagram if you don't believe me. I don't even delete posts. Like, my page has been up. You'll still see my military pictures, like at Bruhman 2018. Like my new fan page I just created at the beginning of this year. You can check that out too, Dee Wild fans. But my come up is documented. Like, I'm not just giving you no bullshit. So if you really want some free game, if you really want to know how to turn that passion you have for music into a career, then this is the channel you need to be watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. I didn't talk so much now, just looking at the time either. Let me shut the hell up and go get me something to eat. But if y'all new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like. Any questions you got, any tips, comments, concerns, anything, hit it in the comments, man. Be sure to check out my new project, Chocolate Covered Strawberries. It's only a 2-track EP, so you can literally listen to it on your way to Walmart and vibe to it. And it's a dope project, man. I just dropped 2-piece Spicy February 3rd too, which that's another 2-track EP, which I've been getting love for the past 10-11 days off of that. So I know Chocolate Covered Strawberries finna go crazy. And just stay tuned, man. We got new announcements, man. I'm gonna give you some new info about this tour I got coming up. But just stay tuned, man. I'm dropping new music, new videos all February, man. You already know what it is. It's Dee Wild, your favorite stoner, soon to be your favorite rapper, coming to you this beautiful Valentine's Day, man. Signing out, man.